Mama's in the living room watching Judge Judy. I'm in the kitchen eating leftover sushi. And she goes, oh, girl, you gotta hear this one. A man was arrested for running the theme park. And when they said, where's your license? He said, my dog ate it. Oh, you can't make this shit up. Sometimes I wonder if life's just one big cosmic joke. It's like she's on a Reddit, reading r/funny lawsuits, yelling from the couch. As she sips on a Prosecco, makes fun of all the weirdos, and then I hear her shout. It's like she's on a Reddit, reading r/funny lawsuits, yelling from the couch. As she sips on a Prosecco, makes fun of all the weirdos, and then I hear her shout, girl, you gotta hear this one. Mama loves to laugh at how absurd life is, says it's all a comedy and I'm her audience. And I love the way she makes fun of the world. She said, you'll never guess who's with their girlfriend. It was a man who didn't get us out of the bed. He said, I've been through hell and now I need some help. You just can't make this shit up. You just can't make this shit up. Sometimes I wonder if life's just one big cosmic joke. It's like she's on a Reddit, reading r/funny lawsuits, yelling from the couch. As she sips on a Prosecco, makes fun of all the weirdos, and then I hear her shout. It's like she's on a Reddit, reading r/funny lawsuits, yelling from the couch. As she sips on a Prosecco, makes fun of all the weirdos, and then I hear her shout, girl, you gotta hear this one.
Hey everybody, it's Squid. Welcome back to my channel. How is everybody doing on this Friday night? Oh my goodness, it's been a day. No, just kidding. It's always a day around here.
I love a Friday night ghost night.
Oh yeah. Hey everybody in the chat. This was originally going to be members only, but upon further review and discussion, I figured we'd open it up to everybody. But Rick Reed, thank you for becoming a YouTube member. And I promise, I really enjoyed our members only live stream yesterday, helping me pick out continuing ed classes that might be applicable for the channel as a whole, in addition to my maintaining my federal occupational therapy certification. So there's that. But I think I want to do a members only next Thursday too. I think we're going to do some Reddit stories because we haven't done Reddit drama in a while. And Lord knows there is enough of it. However, oh, thank you. I got my hair done today. Got my hair done. So, I literally just got home. Just got home, said hi to Mr. Squid, gave a little hug. Got some strawberries to eat because I'm starving, and sat down at my computer. So, it is what it is. How is everybody on this Friday night? And I'm sorry if I don't say hi to everybody individually, but Dangerous Waves, I haven't seen you in a while. How are you? How are you doing? Long time no see. And John H. John, the Mod King is here. All hail the Mod King. How are you, John? It's good to see you. I haven't seen you. And happy early birthday, because you and I are like birthday buddies. So, you're a happy birthday to you. Everybody say happy birthday to John. It is not his birthday yet, if I'm remembering correctly, but it's damn close. So, looks good, Megan. I mean, Squid. Hey, I was tired of being in my Lindsay Lohan phase of blonde. So, oh, no, I was in the salon. Sorry, I'll have to go back and check it out. I saw that she was live, but my phone literally only had 10%. Like, it's at 15 right now. And I'm like, I had to turn my phone off for a while. I was there for 3.5 hours and forgot to charge my phone before I left. So, we're doing it. And Boosh, good to see you. How are you, my friend? All right, we are going to get straight into this. Long story short, the TLDR of my house. It's new-ish construction. However, there's been some crazy crap that happens here. Mr. Squid hasn't seen any of the crazy crap and probably thinks I'm out of my effing mind. However, I've woken up to there was a time when I was in here. The little was right here next to me. She's out with her dad right now. And I swear I saw somebody walk by the damn door. There ain't nobody else in this house. Mr. Squid was at work, doors are locked, and we live in a constitutional carry state, so no one breaks into a house easily or lightly around here, if you know what I mean. I've woken up in the middle of the night, seeing things. Things have moved. Things have gone missing. You notice some shit that ain't here. The other day, we have a shelf over in Baby Squid's bathroom. We have a shelf over the top of the toilet where we keep, like lotions and her nail files and stuff like that. Well, she's got one of those nail files that is battery operated because I don't like to trim her nails because she moves so much. It flew across the room, was under her little step stool and turned on. Just some weird stuff. Weird stuff. It's not a bob. It's more like a shag, but because it's short right now, she didn't want to put too many short layers in because I go poofy. My hair is, for y'all to know, that I got a lot of hair. So, yeah. But I've asked Mussi here to help me, and because she knows a little bit about the house in the area, but she doesn't know a lot. Mussi's obviously 5 hours ahead of us over in Scotland, and she's not from here, so she doesn't know this area. However, that being said, she has told me things, and I was like, how about instead of you just telling me, we kind of tell the world. uh,
The
so,
world is watching? Since when?
well, you know. Hey, Kevin. Hey, Squid. Love the new hair. Hugs to the little from Grandpa Kevin. I will definitely Squid to Poofy. Squid to Poofy. I get finger light socket kind of hair. So Rick says, what part of Scotland?
Just outside of Edinburgh.
Belgium's watching. See, the world is watching. All right. So you want to get into this? And I have not given her any details. This isn't behind the scenes thing. Even when I talk to her, a lot of the times she, just like Spawn Trooper, tells me to shut the fuck up and stop giving her too many details about things.
Yeah, give me information. I detest it with a passion.
So if you ever get a reading from Mussi, and she has a channel, and she has a PayPal, and she has a Facebook page. If you ever get a reading from her, it's yes, no, maybe. That's it. And you'll see I'll probably end up talking too much until she'll tell me to shut up. It happens all the time. And on that note,
may I have permission to connect to your energy?
Always.
Right, my darling. Let's see where we're going.
And now I have bangs, so when I'm streaming with my hair up, I won't look like a dude.
Right, where I'm not in the house. In the living room, kitchen, double doors. I see glass doors. I see something in the corner. I'm wanting to say the double doors are looking out to the back. And I'm wanting to say I'm seeing, at this moment in time, I'm seeing somebody standing in that corner. I'm wanting to say a gentleman. I'm wanting to say, right, how can I describe this heart? I'm wanting to say it's not a cap, but I'm wanting to say it's sort of like a square sort of cap. I'm wanting to say it's got crosses in the middle of the cap, the hat. I want to say they're gold. No, it's no crosses, it's swords. I'm seeing swords, gold swords. I want to say as though that the hat would be dark navy blue. Uniformed boots. Um, Boots sort of up to the knee is the way that he's dressed. And I'm wanting to say as though that it's like he's protecting the home. He's protecting the land. I'm wanting to say you've got a lot of I feel if you went around with a metal detector in the back garden or around just past the fence, you'd be happy as Larry. Some nice things you would find. Yes, Liz, Civil War.
And I preface this with the area that I live in I live in an original 13 colony, so it could be civil and it also could be revolutionary. So that very well could be the case, Michelle. Which is interesting to me because, like, you think new construction, or newer construction. My house isn't new, but it's like within the last 10 years. And like, you think about it and it's like, yeah. They didn't have, well, one side didn't have uniforms. But yeah, and the hat gives it away. Yeah. And I will, depending on what happens during this, do some research and do like a follow-up stream where I go through the things that she says and like see if I can find things, you know?
I have, bit bossy, I have a lady who comes and visits often. I'm wanting to say she was on the small side. I'm wanting to say as though that she had beautiful hair. She's telling me she wasn't prunish.
Say that again.
I want to say she's 5 foot, 5'1", about that. Stop popping up and down. Her hair was immaculate when she was here. Okay, here comes the other. Okay. Right, both your grandmas are here.
So that short person with immaculate hair is not my grandma?
I'm saying both your grandmas are here. It might have been when she was younger, because she showed me that she was quite the lady. But she had a quick temper. You did not want to mess with this lady.
My grandmother's? The short one?
She's saying you keep moving things around and she can't find anything.
Tell her to give me my ring back.
I don't know why I keep licking my lips. It's bugging me. Like just what Squid is sitting doing. Not baby Squid's grandma. Squid's grandma.
Baby Squid's grandma's in the chat.
Right. She's saying you're going to have to build another unit or something like that for all the notes you sit and take. With all the notepads that you have for different things, for different. And she's saying you're going to have to just have a room especially for these notebooks so you can look back through the years and go, what the hell? I'm being made aware as though that the little one talks to the ladies. The little one babbles away at the ladies.
If I show you a picture of somebody, would you be able to confirm and or
Yeah?
let me open it in a it's a picture of a picture, so it's gonna be a little glary, so I'm sorry, but
Elegant.
well, it's as big as I can make it.
Oh, no, I can. Oh, God, those stared eyes.
Is that her?
Mm-hmm.
That is my mother's mother.
Okay. Now I can live between the two. Gotcha. But also going on about your curse words. Curse words.
Yeah, this one. that lady threw a knife across the kitchen, and it ended up in the kitchen floor going ding, according to my mother.
You didn't mess with her.
No.
When she told you off, you like took notice of what was being said, how it's being said. It was all about the tone.
My uncle was Marine, and he didn't even talk back to her.
Would you understand that? It was all about the tone.
Yeah.
It was all... She's making me aware in my left arm. So I'm not sure if it was a heart attack or a stroke. But my left arm, it's just been crazy.
That makes sense. Oh, and it was a butter knife. So if you can get a butter knife to stick in a floor, that's her.
Right, take it off me because my fingers have just went. Jeez. Not only you, Squid, but Mama Squid, I'm wanting to say as though that your house is haunted also. There's things... Stop trying to take my voice. There's things going on around because she's telling me you're not dealing with what you need to deal with. You're not dealing with it the right way.
Yeah, Mom.
Sorry, I've sort of switched to Mum.
Whatever.
So, Mama Squid, she's coming in here and saying, look, the only way you're going to get things fixed is to make sure you put it in perspective. You go for straight down the line, you go for the head, and once you get the head, you bring it back to the people that needs to be done.
See?
Right, she's coming in here and saying, you gotta go for the head of the snake.
Almost like I told her that already.
Mama Squid, she's coming in here and saying there's no point in grumbling about it to other people when they can't do anything about it. She's coming in here and saying, look, do what's needing to be done, go for the head of the snake. Once you get the head of the snake, then trickle down for those around in the bubble. Because that's what they're in. They're in a bubble. They're all... And you're the one that's getting to be the fall guy. And she wants it to stop, Mama Squid. Because she's saying as though that the more it continues, the dangerous it's going to be for you. And that's one thing you don't need, is for anything to happen, especially on the head of the snakes, like roll call. Does that make sense, Mama Squid?
And I'm looking at the live chat, considering there's a delay between the live chat and StreamYard. So it makes sense to me, though.
It makes sense to you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Knowing what is going on, it makes sense to me.
This lovely lady's telling me as though that Mama Squid's health is not being good. All the stress and everything that's been going on. There has been a few things going on that she's not been really telling everybody. She doesn't want to worry you because she knows you've got enough on your plate. So Grandma's coming in here and saying Mama Squid needs to take better care of herself. Squid, would you understand of somebody that had issues around this area before they crossed over?
Yeah.
Because they're giving me here.
Interesting.
I'm wanting to say it's closing up. As though that it's just a weird feeling that they're giving me, as though that I won't be sick. The gentleman that was found, was he sick when he was found? Because this area is closing up and I just want to throw up. The airwaves and
I want to say yes, but I'm not sure.
like, apart from the spirit, would you understand the name Deeks?
No.
Deeks would have been sort of a nickname, Derek. Can you write it down? Because it might be Mr. Squid, or it could be related to Mama Squid. But I'm getting Deeks, which would have been sort of Derek. I'm I'm gonna let the wind blow high, let the wind blow low through the streets in the good night go. All the lassies say hello. Donald, where's your trousers? So I want to give you Don or Donald. Or somebody's just taking the mickle out of me being Scottish.
Interesting.
It's like a bloody tennis match here. One for the ladies, for the men. For the men and the ladies. Somebody's trying to stick paper up nose. Your grandfather comes in and he's telling me he sits on the floor with a little one.
She talks to a lot of people, or a lot of things.
He sits on the floor and plays with a little one. With toys. Is there a toy that moves? I know about the teddy bear, but is there something else that moves? Or turns on music?
More than one.
Because I'm hearing something with music. Or a talking teddy bear or something like that. I'm hearing a toy that goes off.
By itself?
Yeah.
More than one.
Ouch. You've got a lot of guardians in your house. Nothing to be fearful. The ladies try to be helpful, but to you, they're just getting in the bloody goddamn way.
I literally said that the other day. That's interesting that you mentioned that, because you and I have not talked about that. And I literally was standing at the island and said, stop trying to help. I don't know what made me say it, and nobody else was in the house. I just said, stop trying to help. For what ungodly reason, I don't know. Which is weird.
They're trying to communicate with you. She's saying, well, you open your goddamn ears. You're not listening.
It's funny because the person who brought up my language had a mouth on her, if I'm remembering correctly.
Your grandfather sort of... It's funny. Your grandfather sort of says, right, you do your thing, let me, the little one. But he wants to build you something outside in the garden. He's saying there's something that needs to be built in the garden to be able to not be down on the ground, but up, to be able to be knee high so that you're not bending over, pulling out all the shrubs. He's saying you're not really good at being green fingered. Like, I know you've got like head, neck, but would you understand of somebody that was shot at the back of the neck?
Shot?
Yeah, I'm being made aware of the right side, just here. I'm being made aware of here, this area. Either shot or badly injured.
Yes.
Because they're making me aware of here. Oh, that was it.
And I answer her with as little detail as possible. Yes, no, maybe, interesting. Not. I'm trying to refrain from telling stories because she don't want to know. She'll tell me to shut up.
Hey, I may be strict, but I'm not as strict as this lady.
It's fair.
Not as strict. She would put her foot down and then put her foot up. And she's, oh God, you got to start again. I was going to the person in your. She's saying, why are you not wearing your glasses? What's the point of getting glasses to be able to help you read and see in the X, Y, and Z, and you don't bloody wear them? Thank you. Because at the end of the night, your eyes are strained, you're trying to focus and whatnot, and because you've been staring at things without the glasses, you get the bloody headache. She's saying, why not cut to the chase, put the glasses on, it saves the headaches at the end of the night.
Because I feel old.
Hey, I've got the glasses and the hearing aids. That's old. Hey. I feel when you were a vet, sweetheart, that veteran, that there was a lot of injuries around you, a lot of casualties. And there was certain things that you seen that you didn't approve of. Does that make sense?
Yes.
And you were treated fairly, but you weren't treated fairly, if I can make that, say that. You were treated fairly, but you weren't treated fairly.
Yeah.
And God, I've got everybody coming in. Right, okay. There was one particular person that you you could talk to that understood exactly where you were coming from and you didn't want to have the special treatment. You wanted to be treated above board. You were in there, you did your thing, and that's what you want to be recognized for.
Yeah.
And I'm being told you when you got out, there was another part of you that had to start fighting. Something happened and you had to go through another rigmarole to get the justice that you needed.
In a way.
But I'm being told there's something still outstanding. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I think.
And the two young gentlemen that have came in from your Navy days, they're coming in here and saying, be loud, be proud. You were in the Navy. You did what you had to do to make sure from one end to the next. Oh, my God, stuffy nose now. Would you understand, dear gentleman, that would have spoken with a stuffy nose?
No.
Or talked through his nose? Ain't thought of a meeting like that.
Not that I'm aware of.
I'm being made aware of a bean pole.
Say that again?
Bean pole. Like, like, what I mean by that, in my terms, growing up, when somebody says you were a bean pole, it's tall and skinny. This gentleman is coming in here is tall and skinny. And I do apologise, I didn't mean any disrespect. But that's how I would have classed this gentleman as a bean pole tall. No nonsense.
No, that's weird. I don't know.
Let's show you old photographs. I'm being made aware of somebody being burnt. Because my left hand going down here is burnt.
I have no idea.
I've just opened the floodgates and everybody's just coming in. A gentleman who has scanning from a fire. And I'm getting a dry connection with a female. Is it a female? I'm getting a dry connection. But your grandma's loving it that you're working. Sorry, I came out wrong. Sorry, I'll say it in 2 bits. She's loving it that you're working on yourself, but she's saying you're pushing yourself too much on your fitness. She's saying that if you keep doing what you're doing, how hard you push yourself, you're going to knock yourself into the ground. You have to pace it. Saying you're not running a marathon. But they are saying as though that there is something that you're wanting to do yourself to be able to is it like something in the past you used to do?
Yeah.
If you're going to do it for a charity. Do it for a reason. Get something started, get something going, get something in town, get whatever. But don't go out there, break your back, doing the marathon, and not having some kind of a reward at the end that you can get people in to make a difference. If it be for the VA or whatever it be, or whatever charity or something like that.
We have someone in the chat who wants to give you a message.
Okie dokie, Timothy. You're fine, Timothy. It happens. As I says, we are live. We've got people in the chat. And it's a case of spirit come in and go, hey, they're there. We want to talk. It happens. But yeah, even though your house is haunted, there's nothing bad in it.
No sage required.
You can sage, you can put salt in your doors and your windows, you can do all that. But it's a case of their family and they'll keep coming back. There's nothing bad, negative in your home.
I don't need to go to the bitch book.
No. Only me, not a chance. Is there any questions you want?
Not really. I'm just curious about that uniform, or that. I have to do some research because I don't know.
Right, they're giving me Jackson. I'm not sure if that's the last name or what it is for the soldier. But they're giving me Jackson.
Y'all, I'm about to tell everybody I'm about to make this a members only stream because y'all are getting a little little out of pocket. So be respectful and leave, and be respectful to my mods. They're mods for a reason. Please. Thank you.
I can't do anything. I'm not on YouTube.
Yeah, she Nemesis said, "Squid, ask where your rings are."
I've looked. Right, here's the thing. Once in my lifetime since doing this, have I found anything, and that was Mama Squid's card.
That was true. That was interesting.
That was that. In the 27 years I've been doing this, that is the only thing I have ever found. Okay? I do not find things because I'm useless at it. Yeah, your ID badge. And it's a case of I've said to Squid to stand in the middle of the house and say, to who has taken my rings or everything else, return it. I ask of you to return it to me. Because she lost her ring and gained her cross.
Yeah, that was bizarre. Not even Mr. Squid. I told him that I found it, and I told him where I found it, and he was literally like, "We looked. That's where we looked there. Like, we. This is weird." That was just bizarre on so many levels. I hadn't seen that in 3 years.
I'm not saying it's going to be 3 years until you find your ring. It's a case of when you have spirit in the house, and sometimes you get an imp who likes shiny things. It's a case of asking that spirit, whoever it be, to bring back what has been taken.
So Jan just asked, maybe the metal detector in the garden was a clue to where the ring is. Do you garden? And I was, no, Mussi got it right. Like, I can't grow plants. I can't grow vegetables. Like, I've tried. When she said that I'm bad at gardening, she's not wrong. I've never talked to her about that before. Ever. I don't talk about plants on this channel because it's not important to this channel. So I've never mentioned it. And interestingly enough, I don't garden because I can't keep plants alive.
Don's Crafty Corner. I'm empathic and I pick up in ailments. See, here's the thing. I am a psychotic clairvoyant 2XL because my body can't fit into a medium. There's too many psychic mediums out there.
With dad jokes.
Methinks you need to switch.
Only me. The only person who's bad at gardening in my family is me. Interestingly enough, the only person who can't keep plants alive in my entire family is me.
Your grandparents are coming in here and saying, you are doing a fantastic job. Okay? With what you've been through, with how you had to fight back, come back, and get things going again. You are doing a fantastic job as a partner and as a mother. Your grandmothers are coming in here, they can't fault you on that. And they would never fault you on that. You're doing a perfect job all round. You gotta keep going. Don't take things at face value. Make sure you cover all corners in case you miss something. But you've got the brains. Yes, now and again you forget things. But you get reminded. You get that wee push. But your friends are coming in here, your friends, your family. You've got nothing to worry about. And the next adventure, they're saying you've got it in the bag.
So, Dawn has a question. If I wanted to get a reading, how would they go about it? As much as I'd love it, I'd do it for my hubby.
Well, on my channel, there is my Facebook link. I do an early reading. They might say I'm a grifter, but it takes a lot of energy. Only me is getting right up my nose. So yeah, I do an early reading over Messenger video. Squid will tell you we've done a few well worth it. It it means that I'm not connecting to other like people in the chat or spirit coming in. So you can get me on Messenger on my channel, my messengers there, and we can organise a time.
And thank you, your mom, for being a member for 5 months. Thank you, Squid. Mussilady, I'll contact you.
Not a problem, your mum.
I still can't believe people want to be members of this channel. It amazes me every day that like this little community we've created, it's weird. I love it, but it's like we're one little dysfunctional family.
Yeah, and then you've got me.
Well, you know, everybody needs a crazy aunt every now and then.
Oh, definitely, definitely.
But do I keep the bag in the freezer?
Yes.
Okay.
But I feel as though that it needs to be reinforced.
Okay. Janet, we put the fun in dysfunctional.
I do feel in one of your books that you'll find that there is something else to add in. Trying not to give too much things away. And an extra prayer sort of thing on top of it.
Okay.
I feel as though that things are starting to take a wild turn again.
Okay.
If you understand that.
Yeah. And Kirby, thanks for being a member for 2 months. We are here for Baby Squid. LOL. Well, you know. Yeah. I need the Liz, I feel like I need to take it out of the freezer and light it on fire. So
if you're going to do that, I would find a different prayer on top of that
okay.
to set it alight.
Hey, Carmen. That sounds good. All right, and I think this is where we should probably. Well, King Bob, thanks for being a member for 11 months. Wow, 11 months. Yeah, I can't believe like, dude, I've had members for 11 months. Like, where is my world? Like, 60% Baby Squid, 30% legal stuff, and 10% the rest. Well, you know.
Yeah. And with that, my darling, your loved ones say their love. I want to say much love and many blessings, not just for me, but both your grandmas, your grandfather, and your chums for the Navy.
And yeah, the live chat will be on the replay. And Ninja Puppy, I got 3 months. Thanks for being a member for 3 months. It should be. I'll make sure. Sometimes I don't because, you know. Yeah. Oh, we're done. It's an hour. So it's an hour. So my time is up and I need to get back to family time because it's been a family time. So and only me, I appreciate you being here and thanks for keeping somewhat of an open mind. But just remember, I respect everybody in my chat, whether they agree with me or not. Please give me that reciprocal respect. Just please. You can sit in your house and laugh while you're watching this. That's your prerogative. But just I'm like, I don't like to time people out. I did today. I timed somebody out. So if someone disappeared from the chat, that was not my mods, that was me, because I'm sick of it. And I've decided after the events of last Wednesday, I'm not going to be as. I've always said respect me and my mods and my guests. However, I've taken the let's do this. Let's just do this right here. I'm not going to take as much shit as I did before. I mean, in a way, I have no problem telling someone to go fuck themselves, sit on it, spin all the way around, and fuck all the way off. Excuse me, grandma. However, no, I didn't time you out. No, you're still here, right? If you're still able to chat right now, it's not you. Because, yeah. So.
It is what it is.
And they're not banned. They are just timed out. So I don't like banning people from the channel, because if I ban people, it's like if I ban people from the channel, I mean, like I like that civil discourse. I like to agree to disagree. And it's just when people get a little too far, I'm not being as nice as I used to be. So, yeah, right here. Right there. After the events of last Wednesday, I'm just not taking as much crap as I used to. You thought I told it like it was before. I spoke to someone last night that I don't agree with. I've known this man since I was 10. And yeah. So yeah, it's good to debate respectfully, but when people call you a Yahtzee, in the media, I heard something today that really struck a chord with me too. They're not calling you a Yahtzee because you're a Yahtzee. They're calling to make you angry. They're calling you a Yahtzee to justify somebody else doing something negative against you, which is one of the, it's freedom of speech, but it's not freedom of consequences. And our First Amendment only protects us from freedom of speech against the government. It prevents the government from restricting our speech or sending us to jail because of our speech. It does not restrict, like, if you say something to me, or say Mussilady, because you're right here. If Mussilady says something to me that I don't like, I have every right to. Actions have consequences. So if, like, I had an employee and they so happened to say that they wish somebody was unalived, blah, 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 because of this, I have the right not to do business with certain people. So there's freedom of speech, but there's also, you don't get freedom from consequences of that speech. So you can say whatever you want. It's just you have to deal with the consequences of those actions, and people don't like some things that are said. So, but the thing is, I try not to censor anybody. I let y'all say what you want, but it's, you start showing me disrespect and then we have a problem. So
that's what I was saying. You got to be mindful. You got to be, if you don't respect the other person you're talking to, how can you respect yourself?
True. Well, and here's the thing. Respectful debate is good. Lorax, and Jeff is where I got a lot of my channel rules from, and the things I like and the things I don't like and the things I tolerate. It's Jeff was one of my biggest cheerleaders, and I miss him every day. So, yes, freedom of speech can and still does cause offense. Yes, but And here's the thing, I live by Charlie Kirk's motto of, or his quote of, just because you're offended doesn't mean you're right. So there's like a, yeah. And here, this is something we can agree on. Charlie Kirk was in favor of freedom of speech, God rest him. Yes, but he also wasn't in favor of freedom of speech without consequence. Like you speak up and you say certain things, like calling people every ism in the book. There's going to be consequences, and I believe that the FCC overstepped a little bit, but that's a rabbit hole that we don't have time for today, because I'm a libertarian in the aspect of like, stay out of my life government, all aspects of government except for infrastructure, defense, and like that stuff. So yeah, pick a phobe. And when you start calling people every ist in the book because you don't agree with something they said, that takes away from the actual meanings of those words. So when you do have someone who is being a racist prick, basically, and that person that they're being that way against isn't taken as seriously, it's like the boy who cried wolf, unfortunately. So it's like we don't call people names like that. I might call someone an asshat, but an asshat is not attacking someone's personality in the way that calling someone a Yahtzee is. So, yeah, at the end of the day, it's all about money. So I don't think they did it so much for. I think they used Charlie Kirk as an excuse. Those comments were awful. Let's face it, but it's his right to say them. However, I believe Disney and ABC were sick of losing money and needed an excuse. Because at the end of the day, it's all about the money. So, all right, I have to go. I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for hanging out with me, Mussilady. I appreciate you.
Much love and many blessings to you and one and everyone in the chat.
And this is where we are going to call it a night. Bye, guys.